Hello and welcome back to Blue Fig Longevity. On this channel, we define what longevity is and we help you to achieve it. So what is it? Longevity is living a long, healthy life into your 80s, 90s, and beyond, but living alert, active, functional, free of chronic medical conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. There's a way that you can do it. There are lifestyle things that you can control that can help you achieve a life of longevity. So, on this channel so far, we've discussed lifestyle changes that you can control. Now, before I say that, let me tell you that one of the main ingredients for longevity is genetics, but unfortunately, you can't control the genes that you were born with. You received your genes from your mom and your dad, and unfortunately, you can't change them. But there are many things you can control. If you've watched our previous videos, there are many lifestyle changes that you can control that leads to longevity, like making sure you're sleeping well, making sure you're eating a healthy diet full of a variety of colors and free of preservatives, making sure that you're active. And today we're going to talk about social relationships, one of my favorites of all time. Now, being social and maintaining social relationships is not as easy as it sounds. It takes a lot of effort. We are talking about maintaining relationships with your family, with your coworkers, with your friends, with your neighbors. It takes a lot of work. It takes you to be mindful and intentional about the relationships. You need to nurture, pay attention, and you have to maintain a positive attitude if you want to keep the friendship and the social relationship going. One of the best ways I've found to do that is to practice gratitude, being grateful, and sharing compliments with people that you care about. So, what if you're not social? Well, if you're not, then you are called lonely. And we have found in recent medical research that being lonely increases your body's inflammation. Your body gets inflamed, and that affects all organs, all the way down to the cells in your body. It releases stress hormones that have negative effects. People that don't have good supportive relationships suffer from loneliness, and the loneliness causes overall inflammation. When your body is inflamed over time, it causes a stress response. Cortisol levels go up, and it causes a whole host of conditions, everything from high blood pressure, problems with your insulin, so you get diabetes, blood clots, weight gain, problems with your cholesterol, and even heart conditions. Being social and having an active social life is not easy, but it's essential if you want to live a long, healthy life free of chronic diseases. There's a theory out there about how we evolved from cavemen. If you look at this picture, you can see the cavemen that were loners, that did not work with their neighbors and did not have good social connection ended up fading away because they insisted on doing everything themselves. And then when it came time of famine, times when the weather was bad, times when there were sickness, there was no one there to help them, to support them. If you look at the left, there were cavemen that were socially well connected, and they ended up thriving because they divided and conquered the things they needed to do to maintain a good lifestyle. Part of those cavemen would make the homes. A few of them would do the hunting. They had people taking care of the kids. They had people doing the cooking. And together, as a group, as a social network, they were able to thrive. We believe that we are the descendants of the people that were socially connected. So we today have a genetic need to be socially connected for us to thrive and to have a life of longevity. I'm Dr. Farouk, and I've been taking care of patients for over 20 years. Let me tell you about one of my patients. He was a World War II veteran. We'll call him Mr. AD. He had a very interesting lifestyle, and it actually comprises of a lot of the modifiable lifestyle changes that you can control. Mr. AD lived a couple of miles away from Disneyland, and every day he would walk to Disneyland. He would walk to his most favorite cafe in Disneyland. He would buy a cup of coffee, and then he would do some people watching. And if he could, he would socialize with people that were at the tables next to him. He enjoyed interacting with people from all over the world, people from Europe, people from the Orient, people from Africa, people from South America. He would discuss with them things that were going on in the world. He would ask them about their life, about their country, and he just enjoyed being socially connected. After he finished his coffee and finished the conversation, he would walk back to his home another 2 miles. So he did a lot of the things that we recommend you do to live a long, healthy life. He walked every day. He had a good diet. He drank coffee, which we do recommend as being positive. And he had those social connections that really helped him stay alert and vibrant and live a life of longevity. Medical studies have shown that when you are laughing, certain parts of your brain light up on CAT scans and MRIs. We can see areas that release dopamine and serotonin and overall make you feel better. So, being happy is not just an emotion, it's actually therapeutic. When you're happy, biosignals get released and it helps to rewire your brain. It strengthens your body and your heart, and it helps you extend not just your lifespan, but what we call your health span, where you're actually healthy. We also see that cortisol levels go down, which is your stress hormone. Blood pressure goes down. Your immune function improves. So you're less likely to come down with the common cold or any other infection. Did you know that when you smile, just the act of smiling, whether you're happy or not, it requires a lot of the muscles in your face to produce the smile. And when that happens, your body thinks you're happy. So endorphins get released. Endorphins are chemicals in your body that make you feel better. If you've heard the term runner's high, people that go running, after they're done, they always feel better. That's because endorphins got released in their blood. And that helps. Like, it kind of has the same effect that dopamine and serotonin do when they're released in your blood. So they're very beneficial for your body. So if you want to live a long, healthy life and you don't want to end up in a hospital bed or in a nursing home or an ICU, I encourage you to grow, maintain, and encourage the social relationships in your life. Nurture the relationships with your family, with your loved ones, with your coworkers, with your neighbors, with your friends. And now I said it's not going to be easy, but I don't think it's that hard to maintain and even grow social relationships. Nowadays, we can text people, we can have group texts, we can email people, and we can include multiple people. We can use iPads, we can use cell phones and laptops, and we can go out to coffee. There's so many coffee shops out there. And then we can also do my favorite, which is get on the phone and call people or even use FaceTime. I know so many older patients that you think they might not be used to technology, but the minute they learn how to FaceTime their grandchildren, they're hooked. Now they're maintaining and growing relationships. So I hope you're ready. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be like Mr. AD and start walking to socialize with people? Or do you want to start texting people, emailing people, calling people? I encourage you to pick one of these examples and start it right away. It's never too late to build on relationships that you have and grow new relationships.